Transition. Transitions. So now we are 10 meters from the target. This is not enough distance for me to do an emergency reload. I don't have enough time. So instead of doing an emergency reload, I'm gonna transition. Transitioning means I'm gonna get my rifle out of the way and get my secondary into the gunfight. Times to transition are during a malfunction, when you've ran out of bullets. In either of those cases, I'm gonna get my primary long gun out, secondary up and in. Steps of the transition, super easy. On target, shooting my bullets. Gun goes click, try to put the weapon on safe. Use my support hand to get my shooting gun out of the way. Secondary comes up, rounds break. Clear far, clear near. Figure out what's wrong with my gun. Oh, I need more bullets. Let me get that done. Ready to go. There's a bunch of different ways to skin the cat for a transition. Some people just drop the gun. I don't like to do that. It creates unnecessary motion in the body, and as you're transitioning to your secondary, your rifle's banging on your crotch, maybe bouncing off your leg, maybe switching from safe to fire, or maybe whatever the malfunction was, riding it, and now you have a hot gun that you don't know the condition of. So that's the reason I don't like it, but some people do it well. Some people will just get this down out of the way. I like to take the gun and just with my support hand, pull it all the way to the left, which clears motion towards the center. Some people will even turn the gun over and pull it all the way up and out of the way. I think any of those three last ways are fine. Because it's your support hand, taking that little extra effort to get it all the way up and out of the way doesn't take a lot of extra time because it's your support hand and your primary hand is already going to your secondary weapon. I've timed this on pro timers. The difference between this to this and this to this is 0.3, 0.4 seconds for me as a shooter. If I spent a lot of time trying to perfect that other technique, it might be as fast. And while just dropping it is about the same time as controlling it out of the way, my group size, like if you look at where I'm impacting right now, I mean, that's like a 1.5 inch group. So if I start dropping the gun, I'd probably be around that whole entire box. We'll do an emergency reload and get the time on that. And then we'll do a transition and get the time on that and see which one's faster. All right. So that was 3.5. I can get that under 3 seconds, but 3.5. Not horrible. Transition. So 1.5. So just in that example, you save 2 seconds in using transition instead of a emergency reload. Now, well, 2 seconds might be a little bit of time in some people's world. In a gunfight, 2 seconds is an eternity, and 2 seconds is going to determine life and death. Really good shooters. All the guys at Sheepdog Response, in 2 seconds, they're shooting like crazy fast splits. They're going to dump an entire magazine in 2 seconds. They'll be out of bullets in 2 seconds. That means that you're like 0 to 15. Like that's bad odds. In other words, transition. It is way faster.